Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om. Om Akhandananda Sambodha Bandhanatyasya Jayate Govindam Tamaham Vande Chidananda Tanum Gurum. So, yesterday we saw the Buddhist story is also over. See, Buddhist, the whole situation is because of these idiots who think that Shunya and the Absolute are same. So, that cannot be. They don't understand. So, he says, ityevaṃ paṇḍitammanyaiḥ parasparavirodhibhiḥ tat matānurūpalpa śrutiyuktyanubhūtibhiḥ nirṇītamatajātāni khaṇḍitānyeva paṇḍitaiḥ śrutibhiścāpyanubhavairbādhakaiḥ prativādinām ityevaṃ paṇḍitammanyaiḥ parasparavirodhibhiḥ tat mata anurupa alpa śrutiyuktyanubhūtibhiḥ nirṇītamatajātāni khaṇḍitānyeva paṇḍitaiḥ śrutibhiścāpyanubhavairbādhakaiḥ prativādinām. Ityevaṃ. In this way, paṇḍitammanyaiḥ, people who think themselves to be knowledgeable, pandits, who think themselves to be one who knows the truth. Parasparavirodhibhiḥ, and they are actually, we said Vedanta is not an enemy to anyone, but these fellows are enemy to each other, not just enemy to everyone. So if you leave them, see, now what we did is we were like the witness. We said, okay, we were like the judge. Judge is the witness, right? So we were saying, okay, you are over. Shit. No, you are over. Shit. Like that, we were trying to organize things. Otherwise, what would have happened when the Shunyavadi comes and says, how can the Shunya be the truth? My son is the truth. My son is the self. Other fellow, no. Then that will go on and on and on. There will be no end to this. So that is why he says, parasparavirodhibhiḥ. These fellows are enemies to each other, contradictory to each other. So, but they think they are learned. They know the truth. Tat mata anurupa, and they are equipping themselves for logic and all, right? So he says, tat mata anurupa, whatever is conducive to their teaching, alpa śrutiyuktyanubhūtibhiḥ. Alpa means limited. Limited Shruti, limited Yukti, logic, and limited Anubhava experience. They base their experience on their teaching on these Alpa, limited. Alpa can also mean something else. Alpa normally means limited, but here Alpa is not limited, not just limited. It has another meaning also. What is that? What is limited? Let us forget what is limited. What is unlimited? What is nitya, eternal? For eternal, we give a definition, trikala abādhyatvam. What is nitya? Trikala abādhyatva. That which is not negated in all three periods of time is nitya. And what is anitya then? Trikala abādhyatvam. That which is negated in three periods of time. So, if one Shruti is negated by another Shruti, that is alpa. If one Yukti is negated by another Shruti, that is alpa. If one Anubhava is negated by another Anubhava, that is alpa. That is the limitations. You understand? So, whatever has the potency to be negated is limited. Whatever is negated is limited. Whatever is not negated is unlimited. Right? So, he says, nirṇītamatajātāni. Through these negatable Shruti, negatable Yukti, negatable Anubhava, they have established their system. Nirṇītamatajātāni. They have established their philosophy. Paṇḍitaiḥ, but the learned ones, not these fellows. These fellows are idiots. Paṇḍitammanyaiḥ. They think themselves to be pandits. But the real pandits, those people, what they do, prativādinām bādhaki śrutibhiḥ anubhavaiḥ khaṇḍitānyeva. So they have negated khaṇḍitānyeva. They have definitely negated who? The prativādinām, the opponents. How did they negate, the refute the opponents? Bādhakaiḥ śrutibhiḥ anubhavaiश्ca. Using the contradictory, that which will negate, that negating Shruti and negating experience. Where is the logic here? You forgot the logic. I am going to use the Shruti and I am going to do Khandana. Khandana, refutation, means you have to have the logic. So, to the refuting śrutiyuktyanubhava, they have refuted all these fellows. Who? Panditas. Panditas, Panda Yasya Astiti Panditah, one who has the knowledge. That is Pandita. The learned people, the knowledgeable ones, they have refuted these people with the Shruti and the Anubhava, which will refute their experiences and the Shruti. Right. yatastasmāttu putrādeḥ śūnyāntasya viśeṣataḥ susādhitamanātmatvaṃ śrutiyuktyanubhūtibhiḥ yatastasmāttu putrādeḥ śūnyāntasya śūnyāntasya viśeṣataḥ susādhitamanātmatvaṃ śrutiyuktyanubhūtibhiḥ. Beautiful. Yataha, since it is so, tasmat, therefore, putrādeḥ śūnyāntasya, right from the sun till the shunya, the void. Right from the sun till the void, because that is where we started. My sun is the self. No, sun cannot be self. Body is the self. Then we said, no, the sense organs are the self. Then we went on to say, no, sense organs cannot be. The prana is the self. Then not the prana, the mind. Not the mind, the intellect. Not the intellect, the anandamaya kosha, the ajnana. Then another fellow said, not just the ignorance. That's knowledge plus ignorance is the self. Then finally this fellow came and said, no, nothing is self. There is void. That's the self. Okay. So from the sun till the shunya, still the void, viśeṣataḥ śrutiyuktyanubhūtibhiḥ anātmatvaṃ susādhitam. These pandits have completely refuted them to be non-self. They have established that to be non-self through śrutiyuktyanubhūti in a special way. Viśeṣataḥ, in a special way, in a particular way. Nothing can be used to remove it, refute it. Okay. Nahi pramāṇāntarabādhitasya yāthārthyamaṅgīkriyate mahadbhiḥ putrādiśūnyāntamanātmatattvam ityevaṃ vispaṣṭamataḥ sujātam. Nahi pramāṇāntarabādhitasya yāthārthyamaṅgīkriyate mahadbhiḥ putrādiśūnyāntamanātmatattvam ityevaṃ vispaṣṭamataḥ sujātam. Pramāṇāntarabādhitasya. Badhita, refuted. There are two kinds of refutations. One is badha, that is the important refutation, meaning with the cause, if you are going to refute, that is badha. Okay. Now, that which is refuted through the different pramana, means of right knowledge. If you refute one using another right means of knowledge, then yāthārthyam mahadbhiḥ nahi angīkriyate. For that which is refuted, that is not accepted to be yathartha. Yatharthyam means it to be something which is true. Yathartha means true. Yatharthyam means meaning something to be true. Nahi angīkriyate mahadbhiḥ. The great ones, the learned ones, the people of wisdom, they don't accept it to be real. Whatever is refuted cannot be real. Is not accepted to be real by the learned. Now, ataha, therefore, putrādiśūnyāntam, right from the sun till the shunya, the void, anātmatvaṃ ityevaṃ vispaṣṭam sujātam. Therefore, right from the sun to the shunya, everything is completely sujātam, completely established to be anātmatvaṃ, non-self. So, right from sun to the shunya, everything is established to be non-self. So, over. Why am I looking at you again and again and I'm saying over? Actually, was it over really? I don't know. If you have doubts, then let us see the śiṣyaḥ, the disciple. Now the disciple comes and asks. He is listening till now. Now, when the Guru said everything is completely established to be non-self, done. Guru says, Śishya says, suṣuptikāle sakale vilīne śūnyāṃ vinā nānyadihopalabhyate śūnyāṃ tvanātmā na tataḥ param kopi आत्माभिधानस्तु अनुभूयते अर्थः सुषुप्तिकाले सकले विलीने शून्यं विना न अन्यत् इह उपलभ्यते शून्यं तु अनात्मा न ततः परं कोऽपि आत्माभिधानः तु अनुभूयते अर्थः. Beautiful. This is our experience. The disciple is presenting is our experience. What is the experience? Sushuptikāle, during this sleep, sakale vilīne, when everything is has merged, when there is nothing exists, everything disappears. Iha śūnyam vinā anyat na upalabhyate. Here there is nothing which is seen other than this śūnya, void. True. When the world does not exist, I see only, I don't see anything, I don't experience anything. That is śūnya, void. Okay, forget about that in deep sleep. Sushuptikāle, even during the state of meditation, once I refute the putra, etc., not self, not self, not self, not self, not self, not self, and finally when I come to this, I don't see anything. I see only blank, darkness. Śūnyāṃ. Śūnya is dark, right? So I see only darkness. Iti anyat na upalabhyate. I don't see anything else. Śūnyam tu anātmā. But the śūnya is non-self. You just said this and I accept it. Tataḥ param ātmabhicāna kopi arthah natu anubhuyate. And I don't see anything other than that to be called as self. You said it is non-self. I understand it. I accept it. Śūnyam tu anātmā. He very clearly, categorically says, Śūnyam definitely is non-self. Because you said over. Why should he say Śūnyam tu anātmā? Because the Guruji has not refuted Śūnya as non-self. It cannot be self. He's not refuted it yet. So you said and I accept that. That's the shraddha this disciple has. So tataḥ param ātmabhidhanah kopi arthah na tu anubhuyate. I don't experience anything beyond that śūnya to be something called self. Yadyasti ca atma kimunopalabhyate supto yatha tishthati kim pramāṇam kim lakṣaṇo'sau katham na bādhyate parabādhyamaneshu ahamadishu swayam. And therefore he is asking a very logical, beautiful question. Atma yadi asti cha atma kimu na upalabhyate supto yatha tishthati kim pramāṇam kim lakṣaṇo'sau katham na bādhyate parabādhyamaneshu ahamadishu swayam. Atma yadi asti kimu na upalabhyate. First question. If the self exists, atma yadi asti, if it exists, then kimu na upalabhyate. Why is this not experienced? I should know it. Why am I not experiencing it? Why am I not perceiving it? Why am I not gaining it? First question. Supto yatha tishthati kim pramāṇam. Second question. What is the proof that it exists in the sushupti, in the deep sleep? What is the proof? Second question. Kim lakṣaṇah. Third question is, what is its nature? Fourth question. Ahamadishu swayam prabādhyamaneshu sa katham na bādhyate. When aham, etc., I, etc., the ego, etc., is negated, how is this self not negated? When we say negation, people who have heard a little bit of Shruti, they know this text called neti. So neti, na iti, neti. You negate. Go on negating. What remains? When everything is negated, then only Śūnya remains. When you negate everything, then you negate everything, only Śūnya remains. There is nothing else. Because whatever you bring, the self also gets negated. So what remains is Śūnya. So how is this self not negated when everything gets negated? In that neti. Iti sanabadhyate. These are the questions. 4 questions, beautiful questions. Etat samshejatam me hridaya granthi lakshanam chindhi युक्ति महाखड्ग धारया कृपया गुरो एतत् संशयजातं मे हृदय ग्रंथि लक्षणं छिन्धि युक्ति महाखड्ग धारया कृपया गुरो. हे Guru, O Guru, कृपया, through compassion, through your grace, yukti mahakhadga dharaya, through the mahakhadga dhara means the sharpness, edge, the sharp edge of a mahakhadga. Khadga means sword. Through the great sword of the edge, the edge of the great sword. What is this edge of the great sword? Yukti, called yukti, through the logic, the logic which is the great sword, through its sharpness, through its sharp edge. Hruday granthi lakshanam etat samshaya jatam me chindi. Me hrudaya granthi lakshanam. In my heart there is knots, these kind of doubt, which is knots. The doubt, knots of doubt. So that etat samshaya jatam, all these group of doubts. Chindi, please cut it, destroy it. Okay. Now, Shri Guru, now Guru comes to the picture. He says, Ati sukshmatara prashnaha tavayam samshayo mataha sukshmartha darshanam sukshma buddhishveva pradrushyate. Ati sukshmatara prashnaha tava ayam sadrshaha mataha sukshmartha darshanam sukshma buddhishu eva pradrushyate. Now, in India, there was this, when during the black and white TV period, when there was only one national national program in the government-controlled channel. There was no control in the sense of control, meaning it's government channel, that's all. So there was this program, especially in South India, which is regarding the farming. Okay. So two fellows will be sitting in two chairs, a simple chair. Nowadays they have cushions and all, not simple chair. One fellow will have a bundle of cards. He will read the card, the other fellow will answer. This fellow will not read the card. One fellow will be reading the card to have it as a conversation. There will be no conversation. He will read the card, and that fellow, after listening to the doubt, okay. So I have planted this seed, and it has started. Now, at this point of time, what is the urea I should have to apply, and what are the pesticides I have to use? This is the question. And the answerer, he is an expert. So he'll be like, that's a very beautiful question. The question which you asked is a very nice question. I have not heard a good question like this. He'll go on establishing the question to be very great. But finally, he will be saying very simple answer. You just use this pesticide. He will not name it. You use pesticide now. That's all. That's how you will conclude it. The point is, that is not what Guru is doing here. Because listen to this. Ati sukshmataraha ayam prashnaha. This question which you have asked is ati sukshmataraha. Very, very subtle. The question ayam prashna. This question is very subtle. Tava sadrishaha mataha. And it is in concurrence with you. It is as you are. You are very subtle. You have a very subtle intellect. Therefore, you are asking question. Sukshmartha darshanam sukshma buddhishu eva pradashyate. Only a person who has a subtle brain, a sharp brain, can understand these kind of subtle things. He is doing the same thing. Your question is good. Similarly, he says, your question is good and you are very intelligent. What is this? No. See, when the Guru answers, the disciple, when he understands, he immediately has a smile in his face. When he or she understands, there is a smile in the face. Now, that is with respect to the answer from the Guru. But for the Guru, when the disciple asks a very good question, that is what will make him happy. Because Guru has all the answers. But the good question is what he is expecting. When that good question is presented, he will be like very delighted. That is what the happiness you are seeing here. He is not hiding it. He is displaying that. Okay. Shrunu vakshami, and he is starting with a beautiful word. Shrunu vakshami sakalam yadyat prishtam tvayadhuna rahasyam paramam suksham yātavyam cha mumukshubhihi. Shrunu vakshami sakalam yadyat prishtam tvayadhuna rahasyam paramam suksham yātavyam cha mumukshubhihi. See, normally in the previous instances, when the disciple asks some question, the guru starts with and finally concludes savdhanamana shrunu, savdhana shrunu, shrunu savdhanaha, shrunu vakshyami, pravakshyami. These are the words he concluded the verse, shloka. But he is not doing that here. He is starting with shrunu vakshyami, listen, shrunu, listen, vakshyami, I am going to tell you. I am going to explain to you. Why he is saying first listen? He is attracting the attention of the disciple. Listen, I am going to tell you now. What are you going to say? Tell rahasyam, secret. Paramam rahasyam, superior secret. You can understand like that also, but paramam rahasyam. Rahasyam, this is rahasyam. Paramam, superior, absolute. Sukshmam, subtle. Paramam can be paramam rahasyam, paramam sukshmam. In that way also, it can be adjective also. It is great secret and great subtle, very great, greatly subtle. It can be understood that way also. Okay, but it can be individual word also. It is very subtle, it is very great, and it is a very great secret. It's a secret. Okay, so what do you mean by that now? It is superior, it's great, it's absolute, it is secret. I won't tell you. Don't ask this question, or you won't understand. It's so subtle, you won't understand. That is not what the Guru means, sir. The Guru says, Mamukshubhihi nyātavyam cha. And this is, though it is subtle, though it is secret, and though it is superior, a disciple, a person who desires the knowledge should know it. Should know it. Nyātavyam. Tavya, there is a tavya suffix. Tavya is a suffix which is used in the sense of order, vidhi. You should know it. A disciple, person who desires knowledge should know it. Nātavyam cha. Yad yad tvaya dhuna prishtam sakalam vakshyami. Whatever you asked now, I will explain everything to you. Listen. Okay? Buddhyādi sakalam suptau anulinam svakarane avyakte vatavat bije tishtati avikrtātmana. Buddhyādi sakalam suptau anilinam svakarane avyakte vatavat bije tishtati avikrtātmana. Suptau, in the sleep, buddhyādi sakalam, right from the intelligence to till everything. Why he starts with intelligence? He should say jagadadi sarvam. No, he is not talking about jagat. He is talking about the buddhi. Because only when the buddhi sprouts, only when the buddhi wakes up, the whole creation comes into existence. So, right from the intellect till everything, all this, whatever you see, they are all svakarane avyakte anulyam. They have all merged following the sleep. When he is not saying vilīnam, anulinam. Once you sleep, the mind, intelligence, etc. also goes to sleep. In the sleep mode, they don't exist. They all merge in its cause. Avyakte, which is avyakta. Vyakta, manifest. Avyakta, unmanifest. In that avyakta, ignorance, it goes and merges. Bija, whatever the example. Like the seed for the banyan tree. The banyan tree is huge tree, and the potential. Have you seen a banyan fruit? It's a very small fruit. Very, very small fruit. Okay. Inside that small fruit, there will be hundreds and thousands of seeds. Small, small seeds. Very small seeds. So that is the size of the seed which has the potency to create this whole big banyan. Similarly, for the samsara, which is the upside down banyan tree, urdhva moolamada shakam, Bhagavad Gita says, that is also banyan tree. Okay, so that tree is a like this. Seed is a subtle in the unmanifest, in the ignorance. That is the seed. Okay. Tishtatyeva swarupena natu śūnyāyate jagat kvachit ankura rupena kvachit bijātmana vatah karyakarana rupena yatha tishtatyatatasthatha. Tishtatyeva swarupena natu śūnyāyate jagat क्वचित् अंकुरूपेण क्वचित् बीजात्मना वटः कार्यकारणरूपेण यथा तिष्ठति अधस्ततः जगत् स्वरूपेण तिष्ठति एव. First he says the world exists in its inherent nature. In this form, yes, when you slept, I saw this world. No, that is his world, not our world. Our world has merged in deep sleep. It remains in its inherent nature, the potency to bring this creation back. That potency is the Swarupa we are talking about. Because Natu Shunyayate, it does not go completely burst. It doesn't go void completely. Kochit yatha vata, see, is giving example. Yatha vata, like the banyan tree, Kochit ankururupena, Kochit bijatmana. Sometimes it is in the form of a sprout. Sometimes it is in the form of a seed. Karya karana rupena tishtati. It exists in the cause-effect relationship. In the form of cause or effect. In the cause as the seed. In the effect as the sprout or the tree itself. Similarly, here, in the cause avyakta, unmanifest, the ignorance. The effect, the sprout, the intellect, and the whole creation. Right? So, in the cause-effect relationship, like the seed under the banyan, the sprout and tree, similarly, the ignorance and the intellect and the world, this exists. Adaha, tatha, adaha, tatha, adaha, adaha, tatha. This also, that also. Adaha means that. Adaha, that. We have heard of this word, but we don't know actually. Adaha, we are hearing every day. Where? Every day during the conclusion, I chant Purnamadah Purnamidam. You think it is Purnamadah Purnamidam. It is not Purnamada, it is not Purnamidam, it is Purnam Adaha, Purnam Idam. Purnam Adaha, that is absolute, infinite. Purnam Idam, this is infinite. Okay, that Adaha, that. So that creation also exists in the same form. Okay, now अव्याकृतात्मनावस्थां जगतो वदति श्रुतिः सुषुप्त्यादिषु तद्धैदं तर्हि अव्याकृतम् इत्यपि. Where can you get this idea that this is in the unmanifest state? Shruti itself says अव्याकृतात्मना अवस्थां जगतः वदति श्रुतिः सुषुप्त्यादिषु तद्ह इदं तर्हि अव्याकृतमिति अपि. Suṣuptyādishu, in the deep sleep, etc., death, dissolution, everywhere. Deep sleep, death, dissolution, in all these states, jagatah avyakritātmana avasthām śrutirapi vadati. The Shruti also clearly establishes, says that it is in the state of avyakrita, unmanifest state. What is the Shruti? Tadha idam tarhi avyakritam asit. Tadha idam tarhi avyakritam asit. Tad, that, the creation. Ha. The Shruti is thinking. That is her. Definitely, or Tarhi avyakritam. Oh, it was in the unmanifest state. Tarhi tadha. Tarhi avyakritam asit. Asit is not said here. You have to add that. Asit is the word there in the Shruti. tadha tarhi avyakritam asid, that creation was in unmanifest state, then in the deep sleep. In the tarhi means that state means in the deep sleep or in the death, etc. Okay, so that is what the Shruti also says. It was in unmanifest state. We will see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.